check, Joe Banco. Got the throne, he walk invisible. Can't see him, cocaine. Gotta show your mask, heavy, real slow. Ring walk, crowd roar, lights dim, stage glow. Hold the chairs crack, bodies hit the mat. Underappreciated fans know where it's at. Wrestle tales told, every champ, every stat. Blood, sweat, and steel cage, that's a fact. In a world unseen, wrestling dreams ignite. Power bombs, drop kicks, midnight fights. Ropes tight, spotlight, no freaks in the sight. Underappreciated hearts, keep it real, keep it tight. Underappreciated hearts, keep it real, keep it tight.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast for Underappreciated Wrestling fans. If you hear us in the background, that's someone playing some music and doing some hair. I'm with tonight my guest, lovely host, Mr. Flint 810. How are you, sir? Yeah, he was sleeping. And Mr. Joe BNCO, how are you, sir?
Doing good.
Papers. And shout out to Will Ferrell, and the other one. They just did Not Like Us on SNL 5-0. So I respect that. They actually pretty much ranked the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NXT Vengeance Day 2025 post review. Now, there's gonna be mixed reviews. Some liked it, some hated it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some special guests coming in soon, but let's start off. And I have all the pictures in the background, which I love having this in the background. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta find this shit. I think it's this one. Yep, first match. Stephanie versus Fallon Henley for the North American Championship. D-Walk, you woke up for that. Let's go. Talk about it.
I'm gonna say it like this. It take what was it like besides the champion, it take two other motherfuckers to come out on it's a one-on-one match, but then you got three people coming out. That's dumb as hell. I mean, like, come on, man, let's make wrestling fun again. Like, what's the whole reason of y'all having a trio come out on a one-on-one match? And then the referee seen the mistake happened, but he still didn't throw nobody out. Come on, man.
It's called being a heel, D-Walk.
Yeah, no, I understand that, bro. Because, okay, back in the day, we seen Triple H come out with Evolution or DX, but it wasn't no shit like this.
Yeah, it was. They used to fucking get involved in every match. Flair, Orton, Batista, every match.
But it was
what?
But I'm just saying it was how you said it was they made it to the according to the match, bro. But the way they doing it now, it's not it don't make sense. Like back in the day, they made sense. It don't make sense now.
I'm with D-Walk on this because again, there's certain matches where the ref will come in and say, "Oh, let's stop the match," like the Petrovic Kaylani thing. Which, by the way, Kaylani, Jada Parker, and Petrovic was in the crowd just watching the match. It's really fucking stupid where certain refs and certain matches will call somebody and kick them out. But then you had this match where you like the D-Walk said the ref clearly saw Fallon Henley not once but twice try to attack Stephanie. And then the end result, you don't kick him out. Like,
I mean, that was a perfect match. That was a perfect match for it to be one-on-one. They fucked up a perfect match for it to be one-on-one. And like I said, Stephanie McCure versus Fallon Henley, that could have been a perfect one-on-one. But y'all fucked it up and made it like an interference match. That's all I was saying.
But it makes Stephanie look stronger.
No, it made her look weaker. Because she had to have help against one person that was just by herself. Okay,
how does it look weaker? Wait, how does it make Stephanie look weaker when she won the title, even though it was a 3-on-1?
No, I said it made Fallon Henley look weak. Because
that's fine. She's a heel.
So that's okay. This is like I'm gonna say like this is like I'm fighting We supposed to be fighting 1-on-1. And your homeboys come in and jump me when it's a fair, like it's fair and square, like it's the even fight. Me and you, we throwing our ones and twos and everything. It's a fair fight. Why do we need to have your people jump in when it's just fair, me and when you 1-on-1?
Because you're a shitbag heel. When you're a shitbag heel, that's what you do.
And he's right about that.
You don't want a one-on-one.
You're right about that, Joe. Like the fact that it wasn't even the fact. Like again, if the ref would have kicked out JC and the other one, and then the match would have kept going, I would have been fine with that. But guess we're talking about being fine with that. That fine ass man, Mr. Black Couch Booking.
Yo, what's going on, y'all?
We're doing good.
I'm not, sir.
Hey, man, you smoking that K2 over there? What's going on?
Yeah.
Are you doing a Mercedes Monet impersonation, sir?
Oh man. Hey, listen, I won't be seeing her later on tonight.
What?
Oh no,
I had coming in.
Shit!
I invited my dog Ed to the building.
Oh shit!
Edwin Fletcher.
Hey, shit done got real. No, but I'm just saying, like, it could have been a better match than it was without interference. It didn't even need no interference because it would have been a good match.
I just don't.
Interference.
I don't know if Fallon Henley can keep up with Stephanie Vacour. I don't feel like he's got the speed to keep up with her.
Yeah, true. You right, bro. You right. I agree.
Or the wrestling knowledge.
But but Influential Sports, give us your take on the match if you can, sir.
Which match we talking about?
First match.
The first match, Stephanie Vacour versus Fallon Henley.
Not gonna dive too deep into it right now, but I'm glad that Stephanie Vacour got the win. But a 1-on-3 is crazy that Fallon Henley still lost that way. I was thinking they would have had I figured the interference would have made Stephanie lose, and you do Stephanie and Julia as stand and deliver for the title. But now they could be putting both titles on the line, or I don't know what they're gonna do with the Jordan Grace situation and how she's gonna be involved.
Okay, I get that. Miss Invisible Woman, what's your thoughts on this match in general?
Well, I agree with you, Joe. I don't think that Fallon Henley can keep up with Stephanie because she's fast. She's just quick on her feet. I like that about her. But this was a good match, in my opinion. It was a little bit drawn out, so that part wasn't my favorite, but the build-up kind of made it obvious that, like, all right, it's Stephanie's time to take the belt. So I give it a solid A-.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And Alex...
No, I mean...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead, my bad.
I was gonna say, Alex kept saying that, like, he didn't like the fact that Fallon wasn't selling, but I was like, Fallon definitely looks like she's not having a good time in this match. So that's selling enough to me.
Fallon looked lost as fuck. Like, where am I supposed to be? Am I supposed to be on the left? Am I supposed to be on the right? Like the faces. But we'll continue on. But I'll give my thoughts on this for a second. Black Couch Booking, your thoughts on the match and rating, if you can, sir.
Hey man, and shout out to Right Hand Cam. But I'll say, I mean, listen, we know Stephanie Vacour is I hate to be mean, levels above a lot of the women on NXT, just like Julia, just whatever case may be. It reminds me of basketball. All the Europeans is looking a little bit better than the Americans. But I'll say that, yeah, I agree with Joe. Fallon was looking lost in there. But Fallon's not bad though. That's why it sucks. She's just not as good as Stephanie Vacour. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to this. So the match itself, I gave it 7 out of 10. As long as I got the result I wanted, which is Stephanie Vacour to win. I'm sure we'll get to. I want to talk about what happened later on with her coming back out. That's why I'm kind of pissed. But overall, it did what it needed to do. It served its purpose. And Ed, there's been a lot of it's 1 versus 3, but somehow, some way, that one is still winning no matter who's outside the ring. So now they're trying to kind of make it a thing where, like, the odds don't matter. With before, if it's 1 versus 3, you losing, bro. But they don't care about that no more. So I guess she's that strong, I guess.
Hold up,
Right.
here you go. Joe.
Oh, sorry. It's also kind of a strategy thing where if you want the person to retain the belt, just have the other people fighting them beef, and then if they're beefing amongst themselves, they're not focusing on beating the champion. So
Yeah. And I'll say my thoughts real quick about this because I'm living in the hood here. This was a very drawn out match. First 10 minutes was submissions. I did like that JC Jane was involved, but the fact that the crowd was saying JC Jane, you suck, was kind of paramount to what the fuck was happening. And in the end, the ref didn't do anything. We talked about this with Joe and D-Walk offline. The ref didn't do anything. You do certain things in certain matches, but if you saw twice that someone was trying to interfere and you did nothing, get the fuck out. You're out of the match. Nothing. But you still lost with interference, and that makes you look weak for Fallon's sake. Because now you lost the belt. If you even try to go after the main belt with this trio shit, come on, dude. No, please. I give this a C because it was again. Stephanie was way faster, faster than Henley, and she just stepped the fuck up. But that's all I gotta say about that.
But no, this is the thing I said. You supposed to be on a to me. I thought Fallon Henley was on a level with Tiffany Stratton because before Tiffany Stratton got called to the upper level, there was a neck and neck. You had to have help. That's what I didn't like. You had somebody come past you, above you, to beat you, and you have a tag team behind you. It should have been one-on-one. It should have been them two. It shouldn't have been nobody at the ring and everything. That's why I didn't like it.
Well,
like they did with Shotzi.
Yeah.
D-Walk, like I've always told you, I said that I like Fallon Henley. I think she's a good performer, but I didn't feel like she was ever on the same level as Tiffany Stratton.
You're right. And that's what they did.
And this goes back to I've said something I've said for a long time. Talent needs to go to other countries to train because going to these different countries and training under different people in different countries will help elevate your speed, your technique, and it'll teach you more things. And you'll be able to be a better performer everywhere for it.
You're right about that, bro. And that's what it's lacking, bro. It's lacking.
But before we continue, for 24 people watching, hit those likes and subscribes and channels, and we love you guys. Shout out to Black Couch Booking for that. Second, Fallon Henley. Dun, da, da, da. Get your ass to TNA. Bye. We'll see you in 6 months.
I'll give it. I'm also going to rate the match a B. So
okay. Respect that. Joe is doing good today. Speaking of B's, that might be A's, but depending on booking, Fraxium versus Inamura and Briggs, aka Diesel 2.5.
This is one of my favorite matches of the whole night.
No, this was one of my favorite matches of the whole night. I will say my thoughts on this real quick. Last week we talked about
his match.
I know. Inamura's frog style splash, which I love his style. His unique frog style is fucking awesome. Second, Briggs is Diesel. Yeah, Briggs is Diesel. Whether you like it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Briggs is Diesel 2.5. And he came out with the same drip as Kevin Nash would back in the 90s. I love that.
Dude, the skull and the shoulder that he was wearing with the smoke coming out of it, I was like, that's pretty awesome.
That was a dope entrance.
That was a dope entrance, but Cardala, explain what happened when we saw the skull with the smoke. Please. Please do. This is the one little thing.
No, we said it was pretty cool, but we were commenting on how the smoke should be coming out of the skull's mouth or eyes or something. I don't know. It felt kind of what?
The smoke came out of the side and you can see the tube. That's the only thing I hated about it. Like you can clearly see the tube.
You can clearly see the tube.
Other than that, it was a badass entrance with the smoke. I love that. But I give this match a minus because Fraxium fucking won. And before we get to the review afterwards, I'm sick and fucking tired of Fraxium. Black Couch Booking, your thoughts and rating, sir.
You know what's funny? I actually didn't. I mean, I've been wanting Fraxium to lose. I want them to lose to an actual tag team that's like, okay, this is a tag team, not a makeshift. I'm like Briggs and who? I'm like, what the fuck? When the fuck did this happen? Yeah, like I was losing my mind, bro. It was a great match though. I didn't like the ending, like I'm sure you didn't as well, and I didn't like, but I would rather Fraxium retain them than for them to lose to somebody who's not a real tag team. Why couldn't they just let Out the Mud beat them? Like, come on, like seriously, like, anybody else, bro? Like, just a tag team.
You just say Out the Mud. Don't you mean out the
mud?
That's just an example. I'm saying anybody. I'm saying like a real tag, like a real established like team. Like them, that's an example. Briggs and Bro is like, I don't even look. I be forgetting Bro name. That's how not established they are. I don't.
Inamura.
But like they don't have, what do they have, like a tag team name, or it's just Briggs and
no, just Briggs and Inamura. That's all it is, and that's what helps them. No, that's what helps them right now, because again,
they trained in Japan.
Yeah, Briggs just came back from Japan, and that would make sense for both of them.
Name them Fire and Desire or some shit. I don't know.
Man, man, it's crazy.
Name them the odd ones or something.
Okay, I get that. I get that.
It was 8.5. 8.5.
Yeah. 8.5, I get that. Again, it was a good match. No matter what. Influential Sports, your thoughts on this?
I think it was a good match, but I wasn't really invested into it because it's just kind of random. I mean, they beat two random tag teams in a triple threat tag team match to get a titles. Like they should have beat an actual tag team to earn this shot, like in a number one contenders match. I can't even name you the guys that they faced on NXT this past week, but the match was. I can't take that away from them. I'm not gonna. I gotta give it 8 out of 10. It was a good match. And Fraxium, they should have retained here, but there's been plenty of times where they could have lost the titles and somebody else could have won it. Now it feels like they're losing the titles. I don't know who's gonna take it from Fraxium.
It gotta be a true tag team. Yeah. It'll make more sense.
There's no true tag teams. There isn't. In NXT, there ain't no damn except for Fraxium. Hey. That's what sucks.
Yeah.
That's why I said that, like, they beat in that triple threat match, they beat Hank and Tank. And they beat No Quarter Catch Crew.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat two reputable tag teams in that triple threat.
Yeah.
But the problem is that
match.
Yeah, and you want a surprise. Yeah. You want to have a big dominant team just come in and all of a sudden win championships, and it's like, what the hell just happened? You could have used this as the start of the split in Fraxium.
True. But to add on a little bit more, Joe, before we continue, it would have been good for them as well, because again, we've seen tag teams that connect together that are crazy, like Braun Breaker and the broke guy that disappeared.
Baron Corbin.
Thank you. American Alpha, Big Cass, and Enzo. I think they losing sucks, but this is a stamp for the future. Like, we showed out. So in the future, give us another chance, and we will do what we need to. Like the Street Profits, who took a long ass time to get the belts in NXT. I think if they ever did.
Yeah, they did.
They did. Yeah, it took a long ass time. Let's not do an Enzo and Cass where they're there for 3 years and they never win the belts.
Yeah.
They don't need to do that. No, please don't. But D-Walk rating.
Out of 10, I had to give it like at least a goddamn 7, because goddamn, they could have had better people win it. Man, it could have been a new tag team, and then they could have had better people go for the belt. Yeah. I don't know who, but they could have figured that shit out. Even afterwards, though. I had to give it a 7 afterwards because it happened so fast.
Yeah. Okay. I get that. All right. Joe?
I'm gonna give it an A- because I really enjoyed the match. I just wasn't happy with who won.
Yeah, I get that.
What about afterwards, though? You at the afterwards, though, like.
Okay, let's talk about that. I actually have that here in the background. Afterwards, ladies and gentlemen, the music, the lights went low. We didn't know what. Oh, actually, I don't have that shit. Oh, yeah, actually, yes, I do. And 4 people came outside.
Well, they were going to shake hands.
They were all in the corners in the background. 4.
They were all going to shake hands. And, Briggs and Inamura and Fraxium were shaking hands as a show of respect.
And then they came out. 4 guys
And Joe
that
caught it.
I mean,
But Joe caught it.
Yeah.
Joe said one of them was Deion Lennox. Joe said
I
that
called
shit.
I called all four. I called all four of them.
Yeah. Who was
Yeah,
the
he
other
did.
3? I forgot who was the other 3 though. Deion Lennox and who else?
James Cutler, Deion Lennox, James Cutler, and another guy. I actually have the shout out to the P.U.W.F Wrestling Talk exclusive to us only, ladies and gentlemen.
Something with an 8.
Yeah, we have the picture right here. Got it right here. Here we go. James Cutler, Cutler James, Deion Lennox, Keanu Carver, and Saquon Chugars. Those 4. Saquon was the one that pushed out Inamura. And Keanu, we will see him later because, yes, he has a see-through nipple shirt. Talk about that later.
But they're not threats though. They're not real. Like to me, I thought they would have bigger names, but honestly, they're not threats, bro. Like it was just names that just popped up.
But we talked about this. I talked about this with Joe. We'll talk about that later. Let's save the reveal for later, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna say you gotta wait. You gotta wait.
Invisible Woman. Your thoughts on the tag team match?
It was all right. I do think it's time for Axiom to give up the belt, but this other team is a little bit too new, so give it some time. I give it B+.
Okay. I get that. We get a video package afterwards of Channing Stacks asking how it could be that Tony D'Angelo got played and he doesn't want to say it. I did like this one part. Like, I promised my mom that I would say like less cuss words this year, but this fucking bitch Izzy, and they beat out the fucking part. Like, boop. I'm like, oh, okay, fuck it. You gotta get yours soon, man. And the family next week, I'm gonna go on my own. Sean Spears, let's go. So he's gonna be something really fucking stupid.
He's like, I'm gonna cut the head of the snake off.
Yes. Now we get a Javon Evans and all Eagle Ethan Page package. Again, they cut out Cedric Alexander because you know how that shit goes.
Future endeavor.
I know. But the next match we see is something that Joe actually passed out, and thank the gods he did that because they would have given him another heart attack. Eddie Thorpe versus Trick Williams strap match. This, you know what? Influencer Sports, you go first.
This?
Hold up now. Influencer Sports, you go first. There you go.
Trick Williams losing this match made no sense to me. Because they put on a strap match, and really for the most part, Trick Williams dominated most of this match. Yeah. I mean, you had a black man beating a Native American with a strap. That's hilarious. And he still lost the match. But it's like, where does Trick Williams really go from here? It's like, I don't see the point of it. And the match was good. I don't have the match. It was a good match, but Trick should have won because he done already been he done won the NXT championship 2 times. He did stuff with Carmelo. That was great. So it's like, at this point, he got to get caught up. It's nothing more you could do with him in NXT. And the fact that he took a loss here, that don't sit right with me. So the match is, this again, it's like an 8 out of 10. It probably would have been higher if Trick got the win.
I mean, I don't understand the fact about it, how they still pushing Eddie Thorpe. Eddie Thorpe been getting his ass whooped from the jump, so all of a sudden he win. I don't understand how they got pushing Eddie Thorpe. Okay, in that case, Eddie Thorpe should have beat fucking Trick the first and second time. I just don't get it, bro. I don't. It's bullshit though, how they hype Eddie Thorpe, bro. Like, I don't get it.
Okay. Your rating though.
Fucking goddamn. At least a C. Black Couch, what you think, bro?
Yeah, go on, Black Couch.
And so when I was watching the match, I was like, the match is whatever, it's cool or whatever. But the result took me straight out of the match because I literally just was arguing with so many people about. I'm like, yo, Trick Williams should be on the main roster. He's not ready to be on the main roster. He needs 7 more months to NXT. He needs to stay in NXT longer. He not ready. He not this. He not that. I'm like, all right, whatever, cool. So y'all want him to stay on NXT for another 7 months for this bullshit to lose to Eddie? Like, and I hate that we know so much. I wish I was just a naive young wrestling fan just watching the shit, and I didn't know, because I know why Eddie Thorpe had to win. Because if Eddie Thorpe would have lost, like Eddie Thorpe been getting his ass whooped for a long time. So if he loses this, it's kind of like what's the fucking point of me watching Nightwolf in NXT at this point? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and I didn't think about that at first, but then I was like, as I'm watching the match, I'm like, he can't fucking lose. If he loses, then he ain't shit. Whereas Trick Williams, he's gonna lose. People's gonna complain. People gonna say Triple K and all this other shit, whatever. And Triple H don't even do the fucking chip at NXT, but you know how people do. They gonna start turning on Shawn Michaels. But at minimum, people will get over it once Trick Williams pop up on the main roster and whoop that trick. So Eddie Thorpe had to win. So once I realized that in the middle of the match, I'm like, I don't even like this match no more because it's no point in me watching this shit. Like this shit, and the way he won was dumb. That's my thing. If Eddie Thorpe was kicking his ass and then he beat him, he hit him low blow with the strap and basically won. Basically the finish. Like, that's ass. 6 out of 10.
Oh my god, bro.
That's terrible. He should have something.
No, and that wasn't even a good knee. It's like, oh, it was a high knee. You hit him under his fucking titty. And then you call that a high knee? Come the fuck on, man. Hold up. This match, this the whole whooping of Tricks, like halfway through the match, and then the other half he was whooping fucking Eddie to win with a stupid low blow. Like this fucking cheating shit. Lexus King gets on my fucking nerves with this. Now I got Eddie cheating because he got like
this
fucking
Eddie. With the build, bro. That was bullshit, bro. The way they had Eddie Thorpe, I agree. The way they had Eddie Thorpe win, like when he used the belt just to smash him in the balls, bro. That shit was bullshit, bro. I don't even understand how they is hyping Eddie Thorpe still, bro. Come on, man. Let's make something better than that, bro.
Yeah. Give me a second, D-Walk. If you want to jump on, we are live Wednesdays and Saturdays. Hit us up on our DMs. Or find us on YouTube. Yeah, find us on YouTube, Mr. Flint 810 on me, Joe BNCO on Joe's, and Rican Reactions on mine if you're watching it, and Black Couch Booking.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
But like I said,
yeah.
Go ahead. What you were saying, bro? Go ahead. My bad.
No, what I was saying about this match is like Black Couch is right. Like you, like halfway through the match, you knew he was gonna win by some stupid fucking standards. Now you have to continue this feud until the next pay-per-view, which is gonna be in March. Mm-hmm. So that's why I don't want to see this shit in March. What the fuck are you gonna do? A strap on a fucking pole match?
Yeah.
Like that's as far as you're gonna go here. If not, suck a fucking donkey dick and get the fuck out. Honestly, man. But that's just me. If it's a woman, thoughts on the strap match and Eddie Thorpe winning cheating wise?
I give it a D. That's all.
Damn. Okay. I love
you,
girl.
Go.
And it's the thing, though. Where would it lead to? Where is it going? Eddie Thorpe won. Where is it going? It don't go nowhere.
He's going because I think he's gonna sneak his way in for another championship match against Oba. I don't know why they're gonna do it. I don't know why, but they're gonna do this shit. Then because you have this new group that we'll talk about a little later, and what's Sean Spears' new group, I think he's kind of gonna be stuck. He can't go for the North American. He can't go for the NXT again after Oba whoops his ass again. Then what the fuck are you gonna do? Shout out to Influential Sports, he'll come back. So other than that, you're kind of fucked, honestly. So I'll say that shit. Oh man, shout out to Influential Sports. Shout out with that.
Are we gonna
get a recap afterwards? We get a recap of Absolute Ricky Starks making his debut this past Tuesday. We get a Twitter promo where he talks about watching the show tonight on Peacock and says he'll be signing his contract on Tuesday NXT. Now, Mr. Black Couch Booking, when he comes out on NXT, who will be the first opponent?
For who again?
For Ricky Starks.
I mean, realistically, what's Wesley been doing recently?
I haven't seen him on TV at all.
He been on TNA with that with his tag team partners on there fucking up the Rascals. They were just on TNA what was it, a couple of days, yesterday, day before,
Okay.
crossing the Rascals.
Well,
Okay.
we need somebody to come and get their ass whooped. I think he'll be a good candidate, but
Yeah.
if they want to take it seriously, you can do something cool. You can have 2 former AEW guys go at it. Why not?
Yeah.
All ego. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
And then they can, like, do backstage segments and make hits at it. Say, you came here, you think you elite? Nah, you ain't elite. I'm elite. You know what I'm saying? Do some bullshit like that. That would be funny, I guess.
What's funny about that is that when Ricky came out, he goes, I said like the 2 first people that they will probably put him out was either Ethan Page because they know each other and it makes sense, or Wesley because Wesley. Other than if Wesley does the same thing twice, where Trick is backstage, Wesley talks shit, and then you have another match, and then you fight one of the bodyguards or both of them. I'm like, all right, well, you're just stalling. But if not Ethan Page, Wesley. We have a question from Jakar. I'd like to answer this before we continue. How do y'all feel about every title holder in the WWE being worse than the holder was this time last year? Now, I'm not a really big fan of the main titles, but Joe and D-Walk have been, and Black Couch Bookings. You guys can answer that. Joe, go on.
I mean, I don't know how you would feel, how you would say that they're worse. I mean, Cody Rhodes is the world champion versus Roman. Roman held the title a long time. It was time for him to pass the torch. And Cody's not doing a terrible job of representing the championship. Now, if you want to talk about some of the other titles, that could be that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah,
that's subjective. Was EO? Who was the women's world champion last year? EO, right?
EO, and then she lost to Bailey.
I don't. Is Rhea worse than EO? Just because I don't know that I that's a little iffy. Is Gunther worse than who the hell is the set? Well, that's a tough one. I wouldn't say everybody's worse, in my opinion.
Tiffany Stratton is the champion now, and who was champion then?
Yeah. Hey, to me, honestly, they need to be pushing EO Sky. EO Sky killed it. To me, EO Sky is hot. Shout out to my guy, Mel Doggy. But to me, EO Sky been hot. EO Sky could do everything, bro. EO Sky, man. If it ain't EO Sky, bro.
EO Sky is a solid performer. Problem is that there's too many bigger performers that are in the company.
Who bigger than EO Sky?
Rhea Ripley for
Scott can do
starters.
anything. I know, I'm just saying.
All ego Ethan Page is bigger than EO Scott because we're going next to that match. All ego Ethan Page versus Javon Evans. The punch heard round the world. Joe. No.
Why?
Hold on.
Why you gonna remind us of this match?
I know. I went the wrong way. I gave the gun to a guy that wants to shoot the guy. Black Couch Booking. Your thoughts on Javon Evans versus Ethan Page. Then you go second, Joe.
I was having I mean, this is tough, man. I'm not gonna say that. Cause all right, I'm gonna just judge. The match was cool. The match was fine. Javon Evans, I still hate the way he throws punches to this day, and I'm probably never gonna get over it because that shit looks bad. I don't like that shit. Like you should know how to throw punches, but fake punches at that. You never slap box before. I'd rather you, but whatever. The match. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. The result almost took me out, but I'm not gonna harp on it. I don't know what's the point. Just send Ethan Page to the main roster. Like he could be a serviceable United States Championship division guy. Even if he don't challenge for the title, he could be in that division as the 4th guy waiting to get the shot or something. Like, I think Ethan Page at this point that he's above being in NXT now. I think.
Okay.
And I didn't even used to like Ethan Page, but now I'm sold. Now I've seen enough.
I've been an Ethan Page guy for a while, and I've said that he's talented, very talented.
Yes, he is.
That he's been overlooked for years. So Ethan Page and Javon Evans. Let's just say I'm happy that the better man won. That's for starters. Javon, as I've said in the past, needs to gain some weight, and he needs to take some months off to hone his craft and get better. 2 things he needs to do: practice, gain weight. If he gains weight and he practices more, he'll be great. But as he sits right now, he can't get to that next level. I don't feel like he's that next level material just yet. And Ethan Page and Black Couch Booking, I agree with you. Ethan Page has been main roster already since he's pretty much gotten there. I don't think he's needed NXT. I think he could have went straight to the main roster without NXT. He's got 18 years experience, dude. I mean, it's not like he's a newbie. He's not like he's a rookie. And I loved the way that they played the match. They gave Javon a little big comeback, and then the punch, the overhand right as Javon did his springboard off the rope, where Ethan hit him so hard that his mouthpiece went flying out. And then he picked him up and gave him.
Yeah.
What's up?
That was a masterpiece. Keep going.
And then when he finished him off with the finisher and pinned him for the 1, 2, 3, I was like, I'm sitting here like, I called this shit. It's because Javon's not ready yet, and they need to take him off TV for longer. So let's do some shit to take him off TV for a longer period of time. Like I've been saying for a while, and maybe now WWE and NXT are listening to us. Take him off TV, get him trained, get him some weight built on. Let's do this the right way. If you want a good superstar and you want him to go into the future, you gotta build him up right.
Mr. Right Hand Cam, we'll talk about Oscar later on in P.U.W.F Wrestling Talk. I, as a collective, as myself, basically, am a fan of Javon Evans. Yeah, he needs to get a little bit more bulkier. That's just straight the fuck up. It's really sad. That punch that he got from Ethan Page was masterful, and he was going like hard throughout the whole freaking match, doing a cutter on the outside and doing a counter style of wrestling because Ethan was always going for the face, so he would wrestle around the fact that Ethan would always go for his face. But I'm like, the end result of getting punched and then doing that again, me and Invisible Woman had the idea of like, again, this would continue to feud a little bit more months or a couple months anyway, but he would do a roll up, sneaky win the match, and then Ethan would just destroy his face. Yeah. I did like that Javon tried to smash his face too, but again, your viciousness is not the same as Ethan's. You cannot copy someone that's already used to this shit when you're bouncy. You're not vicious. Like it's like if once Bailey started going after Alexa and like, I can't grab the kendo stick on the pole. I'm a Bailey. That's when you realize you fucked up. You fucked up. And that's what this match was too. Yeah. Right. So Javon needs to come back aggressive, just evil as fuck. And shout out to people that play the division. He should come back in a hunter mask, literally like a fucking Jason Friday 13th type of mask, and cover your face up for a while because you don't want your face like you're like, oh, my face got fucked up after the match. No, it didn't. Your self-respect and your ego got fucked up. That's why you're wearing a fucking mask.
Javon Evans should come back like 50 Cent, bro.
Yeah.
That's who he should come back like.
Yeah. And I think now the next opponent. What
that say?
Yeah, go on, Joe.
Go back to that comment. What'd that say? Give him time to grow into his body?
Man, in a minute, he'll have to take steroids to grow in his body because they gonna fucking wait so long to fucking.
Bro, he's 6'2" and like $170. Darby Allin weighs more than him and is only 5'8".
Yeah, I gotta press that button just for safety's sake.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
Pretty bad when you've got a anorexic crackhead motherfucker in AEW that gets hit by buses that weighs more than a guy that's 6'2" and supposed to be this, next big thing in NXT. It's like, come on now.
Joe, welcome back.
This is the worst.
This man needs to eat steaks at least 4 times a day. Waking up before you do shit.
Okay.
Dinner time. This man needs to eat fucking. Hey, in a minute, this man is gonna have to take steroids because that shit ain't gonna have to work.
Someone said, look at Jeff Hardy. I look at Jeff Hardy. How much do you think Jeff Hardy weighs?
Jeff Hardy's like 210, 215.
I'm going to say between 215 220.
Yeah. Javon Evans is like 120 pounds.
Even when Jeff Hardy was on the shit, he was still 200.
Yeah.
Javon is 160, 175. Okay, I hate to say that, but that's how
that's
much
my
he is.
weight. That's my weight,
yeah,
and that's considered.
But you're not
6'2".
small. Yeah, but you're not 6'2". That's a big difference. Look,
we can shit on Javon. He got me by 2 inches. He got me by 2 inches. Excuse me.
Yes, we can shit on Javon Evans. I know, but let's not go that far. But let's go to the semi-main event. Obafemi versus Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. I will say they treated this like if there was 2 Tommy Jarvises and 1 Jason Voorhees, except both Tommy Jarvises wanted to finish the thing. Yeah.
I was making sure he was still there too. I was looking at Blackouts. It looked like he froze.
No, I am a little frozen in disbelief, but
From what, Obafemi?
I'm a big Austin Theory guy. That's all I can say. But
hey,
it's okay.
Hey, where's Vince at when you need him?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Austin Theory is always going to be the bridesmaid, never going to be the bride.
Yeah, it seems like it. Because at this point, I mean, I knew no one was gonna win, right? But I've like, okay, they're gonna progress the story because all I cared about was Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Because Obafemi's gonna retain. Like, we're not idiots. You know what I'm saying? This is the most obvious. Okay, we know what's gonna happen. But what I thought what they was gonna do more so sell into, hey, I want to win. Hey, I want to win. Hey, I want to win. Then finally, Austin Theory snaps. Get the fuck out of here. I want to win. Then Obafemi, boom. Oh, got him while he distracted, pins him, blah, blah, blah. But they didn't really sell into that story. Like, be a tag team for another year? I can't deal with that. I just can't do it, bro. Can't do it.
I wasn't happy when they first became a tag team.
Yeah.
I felt that they should have been singles competitors anyways.
What's the foot? Ayo Fab, what's the bigger picture? What the fuck? What's the bigger picture?
Yo, what's going on?
I can't see the bigger picture with this shit. If you talk about that, if you talk about the Javon Evans thing, then that's something different.
No, I think we talk about and Mr. If you see Mr. Bigger Picture, I think the bigger picture for me is like they're setting up the legend of Obafemi. He fights, and again, they said it in the beginning of the match. Obafemi has never lost a triple threat match, ever. So that just tells you right there he wasn't gonna lose this fucking match right off the bat.
Yeah,
and in a couple instances, it looks like he was gonna lose, but because of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller booking that, they were like, "Oh, I'm kind of angry at you. I'm kind of not. I'm kind of gonna do this. I'm kind of not. Let's go after him for a little bit, but let's not go after him. I'm gonna pin him." Like in the first 2 minutes, he said, "Lay down, Austin. Lay down right now. Let me pin you. It's my time." I'm like, "Okay, we're gonna do this shit now."
Yeah.
No, we're not gonna do this shit right now. No. First off,
I would rather see Obafemi wipe the floor with both of them, just to clean sweep than anything. But why you have 2 tag teams that's gonna triple threat? That don't even make sense.
We'll talk about that, the Sick Horror King. But the fact that I want to say is this: this match showed out that Obafemi is very versatile. It showed Austin Theory as well. If Grayson Waller wanted to have his moment, ironically, he gave Austin Theory more of a moment in this match than Grayson Waller at all. I saw, because it was Austin and it was freaking Oba. Austin pick up Oba, did his fucking special. Badass. I respect him on that. The fact that Oba on the outside picked up Grayson Waller and not even power slammed them or just power bombed them, just chucked them to the announcer table, and the thing just broke. I'm like, holy, that's Jason fucking Voorhees right there.
Mm-hmm.
But Jason Voorhees, as dumb as that motherfucker is, he's kind of intuitive on certain things. At the end of the match, Mr. Grayson Waller tries to come in and does his little rolling into the ring special, and Obafemi with the Ultra Instinct and his back turn in the last second gets out the way. He does it on Austin. Boom! He does his special as fall from Grace to Grayson Waller for the 1-2-3, retaining his title. And now let's talk about what really happens, ladies and gentlemen, because we knew Grayson Waller, and we'll talk about the ratings in a second, but let's talk about this. The 4 members of the Shield 2.0 come out. Oh, and I do like this. It's a little bit of Wyatt style, where one is each corner of the outside of like the stands, and then everyone has 4 lights. Obafemi's with the title, enjoying his victory. The 4 lights turn off, and then everything goes kind of like strobe light, and that kind of tells you they fucking run from the top all the way down to the bottom. They run all the way down, and they fucking beat the shit out of him. And Mr. Joe BNCO bring up a good point. Obafemi is 310 pounds. The 2 one big, one smallest of the group of the 4, fucking chuck him like a sack of potatoes and pound his ass right there in the middle of the ring. Everything goes to black, and they all leave. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank Mr. Joe BNCO for this, because I have to put this out here. This is a P.U.W.F exclusive, even though Corey Graves kind of fucked up and spoiled it for like 2 of the members. But for us, it is.
Damn, Rico, where you found this?
Now I got a blunt. Right there. I got a blunt.
P.U.W.F exclusive.
Now, Mr. Joe BNCO has brought to our attention that 4 members of that group are as follows: Dion Lennox, Cutler James, or James Cutler, how you want to spell it, Saquon Sugars, and Keanu Carver, which is kind of like a Timu version of Oba. I hate to say it. It's like a very small version of Oba, like a Timu version. They come out and they destroy Oba. Black Couch Booking, your thoughts on Shield 2.0 and their direction for the future?
So at first, I thought it was Retribution. I thought, Retribution back, but no. I'm hoping I'm not hoping, but do this. Have Oba and Fraxium and somebody else against them. Don't have them challenge for titles individually, because they're not going to win them. So then you're already going to kind of kill whatever momentum they can get. Just like with the Shield, you can have the Shield just beat up on 3 top people or whatever the case may be, just beat up on them. So they beat Obafemi, Fraxium. It's 4 of them. So even Ricky Starks, whoever you want to put else in that, just beat them in a multi-man tag team match. That'll still make them look credible without having to have them lose a championship match automatically. Because the first thing I thought, y'all attack Obafemi, which one of y'all going after the title? Like that. That's why I was like, okay, I don't know what the point. If y'all just come to cause chaos and be the Shield, cool. So now y'all have to win 4-man tag team matches or 3-man tag team matches all the time. So if you do that, then I'm cool with that.
All right, this is the question to me though. They bring in all these different people, but then people forget TNA is partnered with WWE. When is the invasion angle gonna happen? I want to see an invasion angle happen before anything, bro.
The invasion angle happens after this, but let's talk about what happens now. We'll talk about the invasion angle, but what happens at this moment between Shield 2.0? What are your thoughts on this? Because they are Shield 2.0. They are.
Dion Lennox. I can't. I can't. Like I said, it should have been. I mean, it was a nice surprise, but I don't see Dion Lennox. Dion Lennox to me is like a. You remember who's that group that invaded WWE? It was Daniel Bryan, Nexus. Do you remember Tyson Carver? That's who Deion Lindsay gonna remind me of, Tyson Carver. And that's how it happened tonight to me. Deion Lynch remind me of Tyson Carver. The dude with the mask, didn't nobody even know he didn't really do shit and everything. That's who that remind me of. But I'm just saying this is me.
No, I get that. I get that completely. But what I'm saying is that we had talked about this. Deion Lennox is a good wrestler when he's all like on demon time. And I want to give a shout out to the Sick Horror Kingman for putting that out there. Everyone watching, see those little things down below? That's yellow. They're going side by side. That's Mr. D-Walk's socials. Check him out. Mr. Flint 810 on YouTube. Get to 100 by tonight. By tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, with Shield 2.0, I think what they're trying to do is that with this thing happening, Deion Lennox and Saquon and Cutler and Keanu, I can't believe I have to call him Keanu, it's going to be different. They can go after tag team belts. They can go after the end of North American. They can go after the main. They don't have to win the main, but they can go after them. But they can surely win the tag team if they're, because again, we have all these new groups coming out now, but Fraxiums has already beat almost 85% of them, except for Sean Spears' group. And for this new group, those are the only two groups that Fraxium has not fought. That's it. The only two. So we have two new groups to have some fun with, and to see if Fraxium can survive. Oba ain't losing, but I want to see how his title reign and the reason that he's calling himself the ruler makes sense. Because last week we talked, not even last week, on Thursday, we talked about this, ladies and gentlemen, NXT Time with D-Walk, where, sweetheart, I love you, like invisible woman, and that we need to keep his title reign up, keep it the fuck up, win after win after win after win. He might get little squeaks in here and there, but he's going to be the ruler for a reason. Roman Reigns squeaked by a couple times in his life. Let's be real. So speaking of the invasion angle, backstage with Ava, she is like, I'll deal with that 4-person problem later. But Ariana Grace, ladies and gentlemen, comes back from the dead, or AKA TNA.
She's been in TNA.
I know. I that's why I said specifically back from the dead. And we talked about this months ago that she was like punished because Santino came and did his freaking little thing on camera, and they didn't like that. So, but now that the contract's like finalized, I will say this. This is the point of the invasion angle, because Santino says, "Hey, I'm the director of TNA. Let's talk about some things that we can mix together." Ariana Grace is like, "It's been so awesome in TNA. I'm glad that I'm back. I really want to like talk to you about like things that we can do." So they're both coming in as a general manager and angle, and bringing matches.
That is her dad. So
yeah, there's her dad. But then Ava said like, "Are you two guys?" Anyway, don't worry about that. So like we know, like if you watch TNA, they've already said that they're parents, but I guess Ava doesn't watch TNA. So your thoughts on this is the origin, ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not, all the 38 people watching, this is the origin of the invasion angle. Because now we have Santina and Ava backstage arranging matches. So, Black Couch Booking, your thoughts on this?
I mean, it'll be. I know a funny way that they could do this, but they're probably not going to do it. I mean, I would love to see Ariana Grace versus Ava in a match. I know they probably don't want to put Ava in a match, but if it's not good, you can say it's a comedy match. You know what I'm saying? Because something's got to happen to where we get to the point. We'll get the real matches, the tag team versus the tag teams. Joe Hendry versus Obo will probably be crazy. But I mean, I kind of want to, NXT does a lot of low level stuff. Like Joe, I gotta say his name, the Riz God himself, Ashante Adonis. But I mean, if we could tolerate that, we could do Ava versus Ariana Grace, and I like Ariana Grace a lot. So I mean, I would be down if they did some comedy shit like that.
Joe, continue real quick. And for Naya, yes, because she's the final boss at NXT. She's probably never going to be in the ring. Probably never. And that kind of works for her because then she goes from NXT to Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
And the smart thing is that she needs to learn commentary.
Yeah.
Learn commentary, then you can be in commentary. From there, go someplace else. I
don't think we getting that far.
Maybe in the future. I'd say in the future. But for now, if you're not going to be a wrestler in NXT, be a general manager for. And again, you have The Rock as your fucking daddy boss in TKO, so you can just let's go to Raw. Hey, guess what? She's the final boss of Raw. So anyone doesn't like that, shut the fuck up. Get your sweet ass out of here. And smash you on the butt on camera.
It'd be better what Triple H doing right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm a little buzzed, but I'm not drunk yet, Mr. Julius.
I don't know
Stratford.
what Triple H doing. I don't know what the fuck Triple H doing wrestling right now. Let me speak for Triple H is dropping the ball. He dropping the ball on a lot of shit right now.
Yeah, but I will say this: now that we have the origin of the invasion, we're gonna have, like I said, the Black Couch Bookie said the same thing. We're gonna have a lot of crazy people coming. Master Slamovich, a surprise later that I thought she was up in the main roster, but I guess that pay cut you got is not worth anything. But Joe, hold up, Joe. We'll talk about that later. After all this happened, and then Heath Thorpe match and all ego match and Austin Theory versus everything else, and we have the main event: Bayley versus Cora versus Roxanne versus Julia.
Fatal four-way
match. Give me a second. I got it right here. Got the 4-way match. I think I have it right here. Yes, I do. There we go. Boop. Now, okay. I understand that Bayley in the beginning when she came out, went to the crowd and said, "Hey, let's wake the hell up," because she knew she was the last match. She knew that this was the last match, and people were already hyped for a good match between A-Town Down Under versus Oba. I will say this: Cora improved. Julia fucked up on one thing, and that wasn't kind of her fault in a way. But this was a good showing for Cora. Roxanne Perez kind of showed out that finally the friendship is over because they kind of played it out for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Bayley and Julia showed out a couple times, but it wasn't really a good long match, so you'll probably see that in the future. Cora versus Bayley was pretty good. Roxanne versus Bayley was pretty good. All in all, it was a really good match. In the end, I did like that Julia snuck a fucking win. She didn't win outright. She snuck a fucking win. And ladies and gentlemen, and Joe, if I'm wrong, please correct me. Why do they keep calling it a Northern Lights bomb when it's not a Northern Lights bomb? It's at least a Northern Lights driver at the most.
I don't get it. So they do that a lot. They miscall moves quite a bit in WWE. WWE is felonious for miscalling moves.
Yeah.
It's been pissing me off all fucking night.
They've been fucking up on that. They've been fucking bad a lot on name calls.
They do it a lot.
It pissed me the fuck off, honestly, because I was just Northern Lights bomb. Okay, it's not a Northern Lights bomb because the rules of a bomb is that your legs have to be on top of the guy's shoulder. Liger bomb, Northern Lights bomb,
Batista
bomb,
Batista
bomb, all that shit. Legs have to at least touch the shoulders for a second and then lay down. Driver, when you put him up in the air and put him straight down like a brain buster, but sort of. Either way. Joe, your thoughts on the match and rating?
Match was okay. I was okay with the match. I'll give it a B plus. I don't know. It just felt like it was going a little slow.
Yeah. Okay.
It felt slow. And I don't know why it felt slow, but it just felt slow.
All right. Black Couch Booking, your thoughts on the match?
Funny enough, I agree with you with the Cora Jade did. I thought she was going to look extremely lost in this match, but you know what? This is actually a really good match. I think everyone did, what they had to do. Like you said, there's a couple of missteps, but it wasn't so noticeable to the point where it took me out. I actually will give it an A minus. Oh, well, I'll give it an A. But I had a lot of fun with this match. I'm happy about the Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez progression. So I do think before Roxanne goes up, maybe they do have a definitive match that stand and deliver, and Roxanne puts Cora over so Cora could stay at NXT and get some more runs in when Roxanne moves up. And I would say, Bayley, I still personally don't know what her purpose was. I think we could have just did a triple threat, but it was a good match though. So you know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it.
We talked about this on the last episode, Black Couch Booking. Like, she's on the way out. She's on the way out, so she's trying to do as many matches.
I honestly think I don't.
I said the same thing,
dude.
She put too much into it. She put too much in that company and everything, and she didn't want everything in there. She put too much in. I don't think she leave. Me, I bet you a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper, goddamn strawberry cream. She not leaving.
I made a video saying that she about to go join her friend across the pond, and apparently everybody in the comment section knows her contract situation. They said that she resigned for a year, so I don't know if that's true, but I also had the same theory that she's going to AEW with Mercedes Moné.
Yes, because Joe is the fucking historian here. If Joe tells us that she resigned, she resigned, and nothing has happened.
I haven't heard shit.
Yeah,
I haven't heard shit yet.
Exactly.
And you also have to look at the fact that Becky Lynch has not re-signed with WWE as well. Yeah. She's doing movies and stuff, but just because she's doing movies doesn't mean that she couldn't sign a 1-year deal somewhere else.
But why would she leave her husband? She's not going away from
Okay, first off, this is not the 50s.
I'm just saying, no.
Come on, man.
Let me finish. I'm just saying. A lot of couples we see is most likely wrestling the same. Okay, so we just seen Jordan Grace sign with WWE. Then all of a sudden we just seen motherfucker Jonathan Gresham. A week after that, a couple days sign up with WWE. Couples I'm just saying.
But there's an asterisk to that example, Mr. D-Walk. Jordan Grace got a fucking massive pay cut. For that signing, and Jordan and Gresham probably got the same fucking thing too.
And what I just bet you, I just bet you 12-pack of fucking Dr. Pepper. I'm standing on what I stand on, baby.
Just because your husband or your spouse works for one company doesn't mean you can't work for the other.
And Judas Matthews,
Buddy Matthews is a perfect example.
Okay, well, I'm betting you a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper too.
Okay, you just trying
I'm standing on my word.
But I'm just saying, look, she knows that she can leave for a year and a half. And come back, and WWE will still they're picking up anybody that they can. And
how many people too?
Come on,
how many people too? And everything. Look, I'm standing on my word. If I'm wrong, 12-pack Dr. Pepper. I ain't gotta say nothing else. I'm standing where I stand.
Send his ass some diet. Trick him. Send him diet, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, diet Dr. Pepper. Exactly. But in the end, I will say, look, this match I will give a B+. Julia, we knew Julia was gonna win because you just got the belt. Giving it to Cora Jade makes no fucking sense. Roxanne's on the way up. Bayley's on the way again. Whether you like it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Bayley's on the way out. So that's how it is. So do your matches, have fun, do what you gotta do.
Doesn't Roxanne have a qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber this week?
Yep.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, and again, matter of fact, Invisible Man, if you wrong about it, I want a big ass bag of Doritos because I know you got some good ass Doritos. I want them sent to me.
You wish I got big ass Doritos.
No.
I can be like, all I got is 4 flavors. That's it.
No.
4.
The thing is, y'all Doritos are more pure and healthier than ours. Ours built up a boost. I want the real Doritos, bro.
The devil's a lie.
In Puerto Rico.
No. Okay, we off wrestling right now. Have you ever tasted Mexico Doritos and our Doritos?
Yeah.
It's way more better. Theirs is way more better. Like it's more. I'm telling you, man. Order
It's
some
not.
Mexico
It's
Doritos,
not,
bro. It's
man.
crazy.
It's not. I'll tell you right now, there is no special sauce in this fucking place. It sucks ass. It's the same exact. I wish I was in the States. They have like
From here.
65 flavors of Doritos. Here, all we got is
From here?
4. Look, D-Walk. All we have is normal, ranch, spicy, the purple bag,
No.
and then the
I'm
green
talking
bag. That's
regular.
it.
I'm talking about regular Doritos. I had somebody go to Mexico and get some Doritos from there, and we tasted our Doritos. They Doritos is a hell of a lot better, bro. It's the
I
more
know,
rich.
but still. I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know. I hate Doritos here. I grew up on that shit. But either way, I give this match, like I said, I give this match a B
Yeah,
minus.
how we go from Doritos though? How we that's fucked up. That's crazy.
That was you. That was you. But anyway, B minus. Great match. Julia's gonna fight, and then by the way, Stephanie Vakir comes out and like poses. Okay, sure. We'll see that match later
This
on
is
down the
what
line.
pissed me off.
Yeah.
Well, the
Please talk about
aftermath.
that.
I thought that she was coming out to proclaim, let's do this champion versus champion shit at Stand and Deliver. That's why I thought she came out. So I was, oh shit, yes, we about to get some Keith Lee shit going on. And then, oh boy. Well, I mean, I wasn't annoyed. I like Jordan Grace, but I'm like, what the fuck? So we're gonna get Jordan Grace versus Julia, and then Stephanie Valkyrie is gonna defend against somebody else. I want to see that double strap match, title versus title against Clash of the Titans. That's what I want to see. Fuck that. Julia could go.
I agree. I'm agreeing because like Jordan Grace coming out, which by the way, Jordan Grace, you thought you were going to WWE, but you went to NXT with a shirt saying we are NXT. Going over there,
Stephanie versus Julia in a ladder match.
Hey, but
no, like maybe
hey, what about
or Iron Woman? Do the Bayley versus Sasha Banks? Iron Woman.
Yeah.
What about Zarya versus Jordan Grace?
Yeah, let's do that. But
no, because Zarya, sorry about that. Zarya and Ruka had a video package in the pay-per-view where they were in the back, they were in the beaches, they ate ice cream. Like that last part where she destroyed Ruka's ice cream, but they gave her hers. That shows growth. They're gonna do a tag team for a while. They're gonna do their shit, and once it doesn't work, because obviously it won't. Then and only then it will see Zarya versus Ruka. Zarya turns into a heel, and then she probably can go after Stephanie or Julia. Right now, we're just seeing a tag team form because there's only 3 tag teams in the tag team division on the women's side.
Right.
That's it.
They shouldn't even have a division.
They don't have a tag team. They don't have NXT tag titles.
Exactly.
No.
They're about to face the Metaphor, and if they beat the Metaphor, what the fuck is the point? The Metaphor is actually a credible women's tag team. Just send them up already.
Because if they beat Metaphor, which has been the last one to challenge for the tag team championships, then it shows that they're reputable enough to challenge for the tag team championships.
First off, Joe, they're not good. Like, and Black Couch Booking, you check the stats, and everyone down in the comments, you could tell me if I'm wrong. NXT and Metaphor have never lost a match. They lose in the main rosters, but they never lose a match in NXT.
Yeah, they did. They just lost the other day. They
lose to Bianca and what you call it?
They just lost to Bianca. Yeah.
Oh, but okay. So let me rephrase that. In tag team matches that lead up to a tag team title, they always win. But tag team title matches, they lose. There we go.
Yeah, but that's not gonna happen this time.
Maybe.
No.
They're gonna try to do some Io Sky and Zoe Stark shit with Zarya and Soul Ruka. The odd couple, they're gonna do funny shit, weird backstage shit, and then all of a sudden they're gonna start going at it or whatever. But I mean, I think Soul Ruka, man, I don't know, bro. I think her and Rick Sinclair, I don't really like what's going on. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
They better. You got the female Jeff Hardy, and I don't know what Rick Sinclair is, but Rick Sinclair good. Damn it.
Yeah. And she's been off TV for a month and a half. Doing nothing. She was just on TV last week in the background supporting the tag team match. That's it. You ain't done
Thea
shit.
Hale.
Thea Hale's either being repackaged or in catering getting fatter. Either or.
That's
I
hilarious.
have no idea.
She MIA, ain't she? Like, what the hell?
And by the way, if she's in fucking Evolve show, I'm gonna be pissed as fuck. That bitch
Gonna have
with a
another-
face in an
gonna have
Evolve
another-
show.
Might be.
Oh, and Evolve said that they will have championships.
Oh
She gonna be
yes.
and the new Evolve Women's Champion.
Let's go. By the way, I'm actually thinking, I'm actually considering watching that and reviewing that because again, it's a new type of thing. Wendy Chu is there, Brinley Reese is there. Like if they give them a chance, but either way, we'll talk about that later.
But that's how you know.
Gentlemen,
That's
A
how you
lot
know
of the people
Timo.
from
That's how
LFG.
you know Timo coming up because
yeah,
they doing WWE for free. You can watch.
Yeah.
You can pretty much do it. You can watch whatever movie ever that's on Amazon and everything like for free. Plus the commercials, but it's free.
technically, but yeah, that's Tubi. But then Joe's right. We have LFG in A&E,
Well,
and I kind of want to watch that in a sense later on.
The LFG contenders kids are supposed to be on Evolve as well.
Okay. I know Elijah Holyfield. Holyfield's son's there, and I really want to see his progression.
I heard he's good.
Yeah, I heard he's good too. I heard it's actually pretty good. Wednesday at 8. Thank you. Wednesday at 9:30 as well. Shine bright for you at NXT time with D-Walk on Mr. Flint 810. But thank you. Let's wrap up. Let's wrap up this NXT PLE, ladies and gentlemen. As a whole, D-Walk, what'd you give a rating?
As a whole, I would have to probably give it a. I don't know. I at least have to give it a B. At least a B. I'm at minus the interference in some of the matches. Man, I had to give it a B. And then I gave it because it had potential too. It could have been better.
Good.
Thank you for that, shine bright for you. Mr. Joe Biancio?
I'm going to give it a B plus.
Ooh.
Show was good. Show was good. I felt like it had room for more. I felt like they had room to do more. But majority of the outcomes were what needed to happen, and I just feel like I want to see more out of NXT.
Okay, I got that. Mr. Black Couch Booking, overall rating.
I'll give it a B overall. The matches themselves I enjoyed. I'll say 2 results kind of really threw me off. I'll say that. But as far as the wrestling and goes and stuff like that, it definitely a B. And I do agree. I do want to see more from NXT. Like I know they're trying to keep a certain format with a certain amount of matches, but I would have loved to see a NXT North American Championship match, which I already know we did shit with Tony D'Angelo, whatever the case may be. But I mean, him versus Shawn Spears, just to slide that in there, that would have been cool. Or shit, I would have took fucking Izzy just to watch some bullshit. I would have been cool with that.
I'm good.
Ouch.
I got you. Sorry about that. I would say for me, I would give this a B minus. The Eddie Thorpe thing was like Eddie Thorpe was whatever. Javon Evans for me, I didn't like the ending, but I understand why. Very boring opening, very strong finish, and semifinal finish with Obafemi like dominating. I liked it, so B minus for me. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the PLE after review, post review. Thank you for guys for watching, and for the 39, 24, 22 people that's watching, thank you for that. We're gonna say goodnight for now. We'll see you guys on Wednesday at 9:30 talking about NXT time. What?
Oh, are we not going to talk about any of the other topics we were supposed to talk about?
Oh yeah, you know what? Let's talk about 2 of them real quick before we get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to P.W.F. Let's talk about Lars Sullivan talking shit about Big E.
Oh God.
Yeah, you bring it up. Let's fucking go. All right. Lars Sullivan came out on a tweet which he deleted, by the way. Just because he's fucking a dick about that. And he says, and I quote, Big E put out a post at January 6th, 20th, something like that. Imagine a justice system that tells you time and time again your life and the life of people that look like you is of little to no value. Now, Lars, after saying this and deleting this, said this, and I quote, "Remember when this idiot went on a virtual signaling warpath in 2020? Why did this clown stop promoting BLM? It's not fashionable anymore. Or did he realize that it's corrupt, racist organization that promotes a false narrative that fuels anti-white hate?" He has deleted this, Lars Sullivan.
I forgot that motherfucker exists.
Everyone did. Your thoughts on this, Mr. Black Couch Booking?
I mean, I think once you realize that what you thought your purpose was isn't your purpose because you fucked it up yourself and you a fake ass Snitsky that now you trying to rage bait and shit like that because he brought us some shit that was hella old, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like you that's how you know you're fishing for shit. He trying to get the engagement. Then he was like, "Oh fuck, I thought I was gonna reach a kind of side of Twitter or whatever the fuck he posted it that was gonna be, but you reached the wrong side, which happens often. So you got to be very careful." So I mean, Lars Sullivan, I haven't heard that name. I don't even remember the last time he was in the fucking WWE video game. So I don't give a fuck about Lars Sullivan, to be honest.
I get that, Mr.
He's
D-Walk. Yeah. Sorry about that, sir. D-Walk turned the drunk walk. All right. Joe, your thoughts on this?
No, whoa. No,
oh, he's back.
He said, "Hold on, motherfucker, I'm coming."
God damn it. I said he trying to do a game movie. He trying to stay relevant, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what happens with wrestlers in obscurity. They try to stay relevant. Ryback tries to do it all the time.
Talk about it, D-Walk.
Huh? No, you said what? No, I said he trying
talk
to
about it.
But talk about what? We talking about what? Trying to stay
Lars
relevant?
Sullivan, yeah, just Lars Sullivan trying to like crash on Big E when in reality.
Okay,
no
look. I'm gonna say a rap reference. I'm gonna say like, okay, like you know how Game and 50 Cent always been. You know how Game always try to stay relevant to say anything, just stay relevant. That's what he doing right now. Lars Sullivan been gone, done. People forgot about him. I forgot he even wrestled. So that's what I said. He came out of nowhere trying to be relevant. That's all I feel. That's it.
Who he wrestled for? Backyard wrestling? Who the fuck he wrestled for?
Man, he wrestled for like
WWE.
He wrestled.
I'm talking about right now.
Somewhere in Mississippi. Somewhere in the small town of Mississippi.
I could have sworn I seen that motherfucker wrestling in the local high school gymnasium the other day. Man, maybe it was somebody else. Oh,
it was probably somebody else. Joe, your thoughts on this?
Wow.
Stop trying to give Lars credit.
Nothing, Joe. I get that. I respect that.
About what? Lars Sullivan?
Yeah.
Everything's been said. Motherfucker is cloud chasing. Get him out of here.
Yeah. How you say he dick riding?
Yeah. He is. And it's sad that.
Come on, man. Ding me. You might as well ding me, bro. Come on. I said it. I got the way. Go and ding me, man. Come on.
Ain't that? Right, wait a minute.
You showing off?
Ain't that the motherfucker from Monsters Inc? James P. Sullivan? Ain't that the fuck Sully? Ain't that
first
Sully?
Off, yeah, that was actually first. I have to give a button for D-Walk in a second.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
You know, I at least got to get one out of every episode. Come on.
Yeah, we almost didn't. I respected that, but my thoughts on this: Lars Sullivan, shut the fuck up, disappear again. Don't say anything else. No one's gonna rehire you again. No one's gonna call you to NXT. No one's like, you got back knee that turns into like the same scales as Bowser. Shut the fuck up and buy the fucking buy.
Hey, Velveteen Dream get more. He get more positivity than fucking the Creepo.
Oh, we talking about
shit.
Yeah, we talking about Velveteen in his shirt. We talking about Velveteen in his shirt.
Hey, we supposed to talk about that tonight.
Patrick Clark.
Talk about that tonight.
Yeah. Joe?
REAM.
Patrick Clark. He ain't getting much more love, believe me.
But I think in the future he's gonna get picked up by somebody like a organization. Like I don't think AEW because I don't think like if AEW picks him, like they know they have gold and a good ratings push. They know that, but they know they're gonna have a lot of problems with that on top of that ratings push. Like whoever picks him up is gonna have the eventual ratings push and then the eventual backlash behind that.
But every I'm gonna say it like this: everybody you hire go. If you good enough, you will go over the bar. You will go over the limit because you could get away with it. Once Velveteen Dream like get himself established somewhere, and he know what he worth, man, he gonna better do whatever you want to do.
Man, the only person that's going to be picking up Patrick Clark is the local police station. That's the only one picking that motherfucker up.
I think TNA would take a chance. Well, not they can't now. Never mind.
Nope.
If they had that WWE shit, I think they would have went for it.
Hey,
nah, they wouldn't have. But Scott D'Amore didn't even want to touch that motherfucker.
Hey, just like your job. Your job didn't want to hire you, but you were good as hell. So they were like, damn, we ain't got no choice.
There is one place though he can go to, a place that no one will say anything, and that's Japan.
Oh yeah.
No, Japan will not. Japan
Why
will
not?
because
Why not?
Japan doesn't like dealing with fucking convicts.
It's
Okay,
alleged convicts.
But this off wrestling. We gonna talk about Stephon Marbury who choked his own coach and then went to Japan, Tokyo, and now he a legend.
He didn't go to Japan. He went to China.
Or whatever. They both whatever.
Okay, Carlito.
Hold on, D-Walk. You know you deserve a button for that. Yeah, hold on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
Hey man, I was only trying to get one, man. Come on.
I'm gonna call D-Walk Carlito.
Okay, and I gotta press this.
This is the worst.
You can't do me like that. It's Black History Month.
I just did.
Give him another one.
Oh, by the way, welcome back, Black Couch Boogie. You haven't seen this one out. You haven't seen this one yet.
That is insane. That's crazy.
Yeah. Welcome to NXT Time with D-Walk sometimes. Anyway, I will say with Lars Sullivan, get the fuck out. Like, it's just getting boring and boring. But speaking of someone that, some people call boring, some people call innovative, we're going to talk about now in this time at P.U.W.F, because it's actually going pretty fast. Mercedes Moné and Triple H.
Mercedes Moné and Triple H.
Huh? I got you right here. I got you.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, I got you right here. Now, this was said a few days ago, and this got a controversy. A little topic to talk about this. Now, Mercedes Moné said a tweet that said, and I quote, "If I listed the people that I wanted in AEW, the other place would go sign them. Hashtag AEW CEO. Hashtag AEW Grand Slam." Now, the Twitter post that she put out controversy saying that AEW is not that popular to like, oh, if you try to hide names, WWE's gonna get them. The counterpoint that I want to say is that every other person that's got picking up in the last year was only because of the fact, I think, that they were in AEW. I'll give you examples. Julia, Stephanie, Penta, Ricky.
No, it's right there on the edge, though. I can feel it pushing.
And that's the part that I want to say right in this conversation right now, in this discussion.
Yeah.
If AEW hid their talents until the last second, because right now, by the way, there's a alleged rumor that AEW are hiding their dates to make sure that they don't go side by side. Case in point, I didn't even know Dynamite had a live right after NXT. I heard it on Black Couch Booking. I'm like, oh, we're going to watch AEW. I'm like, oh shit, AEW has a fucking live? Really?
Oh yeah, yep.
Okay, sure. But so what are your thoughts on that? That they're trying to keep things close to the chest, the wrestlers and booking, Mr. Black Couch Booking.
I mean, as far as the wrestlers go, I think they're overestimating like WWE, if they're gonna get anyone from AEW, they're gonna get the biggest names possible, or the people who they kind of know. That's like, oh, all right, this motherfucker is like Ethan Page. They whatever they saw, they was like, oh, we know this motherfucker good. They just don't know what the fuck to do with him. Ricky Starks, I mean, that's a Cody Rhodes. Cody said, hey, this motherfucker, Cody. First of all, he's trying to hide talent. Cody Rhodes could easily be like, hey, this motherfucker was there when I was there. Yeah, he pretty damn good. He pretty damn good. Yep, get her. Yep, get her too. Yep. Like in Jade Cargill, it's hella motherfuckers there that can say, hey, we was there long enough to know Andrade could fucking write them a note and tell them who was good over there. So them trying to hide you, they can only hide motherfuckers who just got there. Or how about this? This motherfuckers in WWE who know indie wrestlers, including Triple H. So you really can't hide shit. So I don't know what they're trying to do, but I don't know.
And so, do y'all remember last year? They seen Ricky Starks going with Cody Rhodes last year, and we got trouble. Like, I think it was like the first time because he was with. So him and Cody Rhodes, cool, and he's with Cody Rhodes. I think the night he won a belt. And they had him on video. Y'all remember that last year?
Yeah. But we have to give credence to this, though, for the fact that Ricky Starks, before he came to NXT, and again, they haven't really said his name yet. No. Even in the promo in X, and he didn't say his name.
No.
He didn't want to say his name, and they haven't said his name. I will say, before he went to NXT, they gave him a lot of shit. And not really, and I'm saying shit in the positive sense. They gave him the FTW belt. They turned that into gold. That he fought CM Punk and won against CM Punk. He fought Cody. He fought a couple people. He went back and forth between like line for line. He went against Edge. Didn't really work out that much, but he did something. They gave him something, so I understand why NXT wanted him. I understand that, but guess what, motherfuckers? He was in NWA doing the same exact shit with a small basketball stadium and making gold out of shit. Yet no one signed him. No one. Not a fucking anybody. Only after the fact AW made him into a star, because they made him into a star, y'all want him. Penta and Ray, they've been doing shit since Lucha Underground. That's 2013 to 14, ladies and gentlemen.
And TNA, too.
And TNA, y'all didn't want him. Y'all didn't want him. The second AEW is like, oh, there might be some problems and some issues. Y'all pick him up so fucking fast. That's the point. I actually am glad that Speedball Mike Bailey and Megan Bale, whatever her name is not in NXT, because they'll just go to NXT. Jordan Grace, you got screwed over without no lube for a contract to be in NXT. You're not going to win the belt. I can guarantee it. You're not going to win the fucking belt. But you'll have great matches. Why?
I don't know, man. I just feel like the whole thing with NXT and AEW and stuff and WWE. AEW seems like they're building talent, and then WWE just likes to take them away. But again, why was Tony Khan not using Ricky Starks?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because I had to say it. He was using a new toy called freaking Edge and CM Punk. And by the way, Logan Paul. I want to say this first. Hold up, D-Walk. Logan Paul. If you use someone's move, give them credit. There's literally a compilation video where you do every single move that Hangman Page does. Yep. Every fucking move. I mean, give him fucking credence. Give him credit. But go on, D-Walk.
D-Walk, were you talking?
Oh, my bad. My bad, man. Hold on, my bad. Hey, my bad. I was making me a sandwich real fast, but you finished just
nice.
No, but to me, like I said, Hope is killing himself in the AEW. He should have just retired. His AEW run is like fucking almost like Michael Jordan at the Wizards.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Think about it this way. If Sting and he's just retired right now. If Sting a year ago was like, and there was like troubles in AEW, would you think the NXT would pick them up? Or at least again, Sting had a great run in AEW, being like the semi-invincible person because they played him and they worked him that way. You could have done that in WWE. You fucked it over with Seth Rollins. He's like, I'm not going back to that shit. I'm going to AEW. Like you had the Nemeth brothers, and you sent them to TNA. I mean, you didn't send them to TNA. They're in TNA right now. So, I mean, whatever. But guess what? You ain't doing shit with them. And you have all this talent right now that you're not doing anything with them. You have a show called LFG showing off all this new talent. You have Evolve with all these people with new talent, but yet you keep taking from other places because you need to take them for some weird reason. Why? Why would you keep doing that if you're the badass fucking company, Triple H? If you're the guy and the guy making talent, stop taking from other places.
I feel like they're just doing it as a show of dominance.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Yeah, I mean, but they've been doing that for years, even before AEW. Like literally the hottest indie motherfucker. They'll sign them, have them look good a little bit, and then they'll keep them under contract, deny their release, and then even if they do get released, that bullshit 90 days just so nobody else could get them. But AEW, the fucking Ricky Starks was on NXT the next fucking day. That is crazy. I said I'm about to email Tony Khan, say, hey, put 120-day fucking match clause if they want to do that bullshit. That's what I would do.
And Josh Alexander is supposed to be signing with AEW as well.
Yeah, I just heard. Shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore because again, you just bring all these wrestlers for what? Because guess what?
But it's better than him going to NXT. What are they going to do with him in NXT? They're probably going to bury him.
Josh Alexander is not going to the main roster. Josh is going to NXT.
Yeah, but they're not going to send him to WWE. He's going to AEW. He said he's signing with AEW.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, good for him. Because if he went to WWE,
where is Jonathan Grissom going? Jordan Grace's husband.
He signed with WWE.
Of course, Black Couch. Appreciate it. But you know what? Speaking of which, let's end it right here because you already left. I want to thank Black Couch Booking at Influential Sports coming in. I want to thank Mr. D-Walk and Mr. Joe BNCO passing by in this one lovely, lovely Saturday. We'll see you on Wednesday talking about NXT, and we have Ricky Starks with the signing. We have Petrovic, Jada Parker, and Kaylani in a triple threat, which I'm putting money on this. Petrovic's going to win because of love. And I will say that Trick needs to find Eddie Thorpe tomorrow on Wednesday and Tuesday and whoop his fucking ass. Like, just destroy him. So we won't deal with this shit anymore. But with that, stay healthy, stay happy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. And we'll see you on Wednesday if you're there. And if you're not, well, we miss a lot of crazy stuff because that's where we are at NXT. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Damn, Rican, where you found this? P.U.W.F exclusive. This is the podcast for unappreciated wrestling fans. If you don't like it, suck our D-Walk, Joe BNCO, and the Invisible Man.